threatening walkouts. RMT General Secretary Mick Lynch has predicted that industrial action could spread to other services, arguing that people can't take it anymore. Unions representing teachers and NHS workers have also threatened industrial action over pay. Transport Secretary Grant Shapps has accused the RMT union of punishing millions of innocent people by pressing ahead with train strikes. So for the Great British Debate this hour, I'm asking, who do you back, unions or the government? So I'm joined now by former political secretary to Tony Blair, John McTernan. John, thank you so much for joining us. Now, John, first of all, just to sum it up, why are the unions striking?
Well, the majority of the unions are striking for a higher pay deal because we're heading for 11% inflation. It's straightforward, simple as that.
Yeah, because I understood it was pay, and also they were planning to cut 2,500 posts as Network Rail through voluntary redundancy. And I thought the other thing was that they wanted the reforms which could increase weekend shifts and sort of scrap some of the restrictive. So I thought that was all in there. Now
no, you shouldn't confuse. There's the dispute with the Transport for London. There's a dispute between RMT and the separate rail companies, and there's a dispute between ASLEF and the separate rail companies. Different unions, different areas, different issues, different disputes. The fundamental driver of discontent is pay and the desire for the employers to give a pay cut to workers.
Now, in your view, do you think they're right to be striking in this way?
I think that all the unions and everything I've heard them say is they want to have a negotiation, a negotiated settlement. And on the railways, it would be entirely possible to have a negotiated settlement. But the government are interfering and saying that the employers, who are not the government, the employers, the rail companies, the government is saying that the employers can't make a deal, which I think makes it really hard for the employers and impossible for the unions to come to a deal because they're negotiating with their actual employers, and their employers are being forbidden to make a settlement.
So, in your view, then, do you think that they're right to then strike? Because that's what's happening.
They're striking because they can't carry on negotiations. I mean, that if I worked on the rail, I'd have made a vote in a ballot. These unions only use strikes as the last resort to try to force the seriousness of the issue onto the employers.